the volume's really down. Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. I just had to clear my throat as well. It was a bit like, okay, what's that about? It's 11:30 and it's the full moon at 11:45 apparently, my time. So we will definitely be on camera for today's full moon. It's full moon in Scorpio. I don't know much about it. I did Google it and it said that Scorpio and Taurus will be affected and feeling the effects of it. I'm not sure what the effects are though. So I didn't really look into that. Well, it didn't really tell me. And that was, I found that at, I've turned my phone off, that's cool. I think it was like womanshealth.com. I wanted to double check the time. So I put in, like, what time is it in the UK? And then this little article come up as well. So that's all I found out. Just thought I'd let you know. It's gone a bit dark in here. We're going to have to turn the lights on. We've got the maintenance guy. He's been out there for ages, okay? And he's like doing the whole, you know where I go and hug all the trees in the little circle out there with the benches? Well, he's kind of doing it all. I was watching him manoeuvre his like little lawnmower. I want to go with that. I reckon you need skill to be able to do that. Okay. And then I thought about, you know, oh, it must be lovely just sitting there in your own little world. You can see that he's got his kind of noise reduction headphones on. But underneath you can see he's also got his other headphones on. Look, I've been spying, haven't I? I've been people watching. Oh, okay. Right. I just have a curious mind. I'm always wondering what people are thinking. Oh, okay, we're keeping that out. Right, we're going to use the Witch's Tarot. Hopefully this lighting. Oh, will keep us in the light. What day is it? I think it's Thursday. Or is it Friday? I'm sure it's Thursday today. It's the 7th. It's just been focused on this full moon. So, okay, I think it's Thursday today. Let's go with that one. The cards feel really light. I picked up the Rider-Waite earlier and just gave them a shuffle and they were so light. I actually wanted to kind of say they were lifeless. And I didn't know if that was like in a good or a positive way. Good or a positive way. Let's just keep it in a positive way then. I'm looking at my eyeliner. It's like, what's going on with the makeup today? It's like, okay. It's quite dark eyeshadow, isn't it? Maybe the lighting wasn't very good in the bathroom. When I was putting it on. It's 11:33. Let's pull the first card. Hey, we're looking at the legacy. That's awesome. Yeah, we want to see the Ace of Pentacles here. We're going to read. We're going to read. I did wonder why the Wayne Dyer book was on the table. You'll see it when you believe it. Am I reading about detachment? Or we starting off? Let's start off with a story. Okay. About detachment. No, we're going to use the Witch's Tarot, the Ace of Pentacles. Let's find the Pentacles in here. Okay. King of Wands, he keeps wanting to be seen. Or he's before the Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles. In ancient times, the pentacle meant life or health. And I said they felt light, but I want to say the cards earlier felt lifeless. Life or health, it is a sign. It is still the sign of the earth element in the tarot suit of Pentacles. The suit of Pentacles is linked to people born under a earthy zodiac sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Physically, the court cards of the Pentacles suit represent people that have rich and dark skin tones, eyes maybe, today, seeing as I'm a Taurus, I've got my Taurus cup as well, so I see. Okay, let's see whether or not what we're talking about. Physically, the court cards of the Pentacles suit represent people that have rich and dark skin tones with brown or hazel coloured eyes. Okay, yep, mine are hazel. Individuals who are drawn to the Pentacles suit may be down to earth, be sensual, share an affinity with the natural world, tree hugging, and be practical and grounded. They are nurturers, generous hosts, and homemakers in the best possible sense of the word. Cool. I'm right at home then. Right, let's read. Why is the heart beating? Listen, I don't want to come on here and just do this spiel. But it's the way that it's going. Look at the eyes. It's hilarious, okay? Does it make me look darker? Do I not look so pasty? Pasty, pasty, very, very pasty. You're very tasty. So very tasty. Maybe pasty. Hey, look, we all have our days, yeah, where we look a bit pasty. Let's read about this Ace of Pentacles here. A large golden, upright, interwoven golden pentacle hovers in midair. Ooh, let's not fuck about. Okay. It will all come in. Look, it's a playful mood again. Oh. The sky in the background is a rosy colour of dawn, and golden and pink clouds are behind the pentacle. The precious golden pentacle has a leafy pattern on its surface, and the pentacle itself is surrounded by intertwined and blooming honeysuckle vines from the garden. Honeysuckle is a tenacious blooming vine aligned to the elements of Earth and the planet Jupiter. I'm not doing any Googling about Jupiter at the minute, okay? It is a powerful herb used in prosperity and good luck spells. Honeysuckle. It's just the honey, suckling on the honey. Brings me to yesterday's reading, okay. The blooming honeysuckle flowers are symbols of new and sweet opportunities. Oh, I missed out a part. It is a powerful herb used in prosperity and good luck spells, which makes it very appropriate for being featured in this earthly suit. The blooming honeysuckle flowers are symbols of new and sweet opportunities. One of the more positive cards in the tarot deck, this is a card of prosperity, fertility, wealth, stability and growth. It also symbolises the positive and current manifestations of your magic in the physical world. Whether they were good or positive, I said, let's just keep it positive. Let's. Feels like when you're so excited that you just can't stop talking. It's like, I don't know, rabbit. So, meanings. I don't really feel like me. It's like when I look at me, it's like the eyes are different. What's going on? The hair, okay. Alright, the hair's fine. Let's have a look at this. It's the eyes. What are you looking at? The Ace of Pentacles is the most potent and pure form of the feminine element of Earth. This ace shows us all of the bounty that the suit of Pentacles represents. Be creative and put those blossoming ideas into action to achieve material success. Because the pentacle is hovering in midair, this card traditionally symbolised that money can just manifest in your life, as if out of thin air. This card may represent a gift or an out-of-the-blue opportunity that lands in your lap. However, on a more down-to-earth note, this card, being the purest form of the earth element, reminds you to stay grounded and to use your common sense. That practicality and good judgment will guide you and your magic to success. This card often illustrates a desire to help other people on both a mundane and a magical level. The Ace of Pentacles signifies an abiding, deep affection for the beauty of nature and a talent for green magic. Keywords are wealth, abundance, health, happiness, security, good fortune, love of nature, green magic, and herbalism. Magic manifested in the physical world and the element of earth. Woo! It's definitely going to be interesting to watch it back because I really just don't really feel like me. Don't really look like me. Who is she? We don't ask that. We ask who she is. That came up yesterday with Joan. Oh, the Pope Joan. Joan Pope. Joan. Someone's very chatty this morning. Why is it chatty? Like I'm out of breath. I'm tired already. Let's calm it down a bit, please. I'm going to run out of energy. We've got the shadow side. Nervousness. That's what the chatty is. It's nervousness. It's like, talk quickly, get a lot out, say a lot, like quickly. This is regarding, like, past events. I'm not going to read all of this. I'm just going to have a look at, I'm not sure yet. 15. Oh, I just had a check to see we've got 4 minutes till it's the full moon officially. Okay. 15. This card symbolises that you are allowing someone else or a situation to have power over you. The old coven mate who left in high drama, the in-law from hell, or the boss you cannot please. This is a person who can walk into a room and ruin your day because you let them. Oh, you're not ruining the day. It's all chatty, it's good. Chatty. If, like, you were thinking, if you took it personally, okay, like kind of, you know, chat. It's cool. Break those chains and walk out of the shadows. Stop giving away your power and stand strong. What is important to remember is that you can break free of your reaction anytime you wish. It's time to embrace the shadow side of your personality, to really look your fears in the face. Come to terms with whatever is holding you back. Stop cowering. Work to find balance and courage. Hiding. So, hence why, you know, sometimes I don't really feel like me. Well, I know if it's me. I know my own kind of chattiness. I know when I chat a lot, and I know whether or not I'm nervous, and whether or not that's my nervousness, if I have anything to be nervous about. No, not really. But I felt it before I came on. Okay. 1 minute to go. What card's going to come out? Oh no, we've got 2 minutes to go. It's 1 minute to 11:44. It's at 11:45. One minute before, 1 minute after. It seems like you're always just like a minute late. Oh, 144. There's the card. 6 of Wands. It's like it's time. So this is about you being bang on time. 6 of Wands. This is a victory card symbolising achievement, recognition, compliment, success, accomplishment and well-deserved accolades after hard work. You can overcome any obstacle if you work at it. This card can also remind us to hang in there. Times may be tough, but you will get through it and come out victorious if you keep trying. Victory, achievement, recognition for a job well done. Compliments and success, accomplishment after hard work. 11:44 still. Didn't think we could get that out in a minute, did you? Time to move on. 6 of Swords. That's what happens at the full moon. It's 11:45. Full moon during the day. 11:45, decisions made. 6 of Swords. Feels a bit better, doesn't it? Okay, done. Bumpity, bumpity, bum, bum, bum. That heart goes. Traditionally, when the 6 of Swords sails into a reading, it means travel over water. Today it shows movement and progress of any kind. The querent may be planning a trip for pleasure or business. This card signifies that it's a good time for movement, change, and the experience that travel brings. Expect forward movement, improvement to the current situation, a new job, move into a new home, and of course, travel for pleasure. Oh, enjoy the journey. There is smooth sailing ahead. We spoke about yesterday travelling, journeying, music in the car, a love drive, a drive to love. Okay, I feel like I'm being kicked under the table. I get like this, it's like a twang. I feel like my bone seriously just goes bing. Travel over water. These are the key words. A little hiccup. Small little burp. Excuse me. Travel over water. Movement. A new job. Moving to a new home. Travel for pleasure. Progress, improvement, and smooth sailing ahead. Happy days. Okay. Awesome. Bottom of the deck, just 4 cards there. Coming perfectly timed. 8 of Cups. I think we're actually going to read all this card. Getting closer. In the foreground are 8 silver cups, all stacked and balanced neatly in rows and sitting on the shoreline. Behind the 8 cups we see a young man. No, it doesn't say that. I was thinking about closing the window. Young man out there. Well, he's not that young. Okay. So this is the underlying energy. You make sense of it however you make sense of it, okay? And if I have any slip-ups, then maybe they're not meant to be slip-ups, I don't know. In the foreground are 8 silver cups, all stacked and balanced neatly in rows and sitting on the shoreline. Behind the 8 cups we see a young woman in a blue traveller's cloak with a sprig of blooming sweet peas tucked in her hair. Can you see that? It kind of hurts my arm a bit. Need some support for my arm, okay? I'll support it myself, it's all good. Otherwise you can't really see what's going on. The young woman is walking away from the cups, leaving them behind, and she is travelling at the water's edge. That she is walking in an in-between place is significant here. She is at the boundary of one realm and the next, namely the earth and sea. An unseen breeze blows, ruffles her cape a bit behind her. A crescent moon shines down from a nighttime sky where 8 tiny stars twinkle. There are high cliffs in the distance, but the traveller keeps her eyes on the horizon. She has chosen to abandon things that are no longer necessary or are detrimental. As she travels down the beach, a dolphin side hops out to see her. Oh, he spy hops. He spy hops out to see her. The dolphin was considered to be a messenger by the ancient Greeks. He appears in this card as if he is checking on the woman's progress. The young woman is moving on and moving forward. The blossoms in her hair are symbolic. In the language of flowers, pink sweet peas symbolise departure. Whew. Okay. Meanings. This card symbolises the need to move on in your life. The need to move forward might be a physical relocation, such as moving for a job or moving to a new home, or this may be an emotional shift. Either way, the message of the 8 of Cups should be honoured. If your move is emotional, then set some healthy boundaries. Put the past behind you and go forward with determination to a better, happier and healthier place. If you are physically moving, then go forward and enjoy the positive changes in your life. Keywords: moving on with your life, leaving the past behind you and setting healthy boundaries. That's beautiful. Okay, Rider-Waite, let's do it. So let me just clarify the Ace of Pentacles here. I'm kind of singing a bit of Gloria Estefan. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, baby, say you love me 5, 6, 7 times. 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm just gonna keep on counting until you are mine. It's like, oh dear, like it's just ticking, isn't it? It's like the countdown. So we have the Divine Masculine here. He does still look like, you know, he's been refusing that legacy, that offer. You can see that he's just looking at negativity in his life. He's not satisfied with them 3 cups here. And in comes, well, not only just the Ace of Pentacles that's like floating in front of him, but also love, as it's a cup. So not just an opportunity for prosperity, abundance, but also for love, for true love. Then we have the shadow side. So it's kind of like, what have I done? The need to maybe speak quickly. There's the love. And it seems as if this is what the masculine wants to offer. Look, to the feminine, I don't know. I feel like maybe he doesn't really quite know what to say. And it all just always comes out wrong. It can really feel like that between the counterparts. It's just, I don't really know how to approach it or what to say. I don't know whether to come in humorous or serious, as friends or loving. It's just love. How do you handle this love? I feel like the penny drops. It's like that bird of peace there dropping that penny into the cup. It's like, okay, the penny drops. Let's have a look. Recognition, victory, armoured up, you're doing it. You're confident. Maybe have a little scream. I don't know, like a girl. Yeah, it happens. Oh. So I feel like maybe you just manned up. Okay. Maybe you're telling yourself, what am I? A man or a mouse? The Divine Masculine. Yeah, really having a look now. It's like you've got to get yourself out of this. Okay. So where here maybe you're not looking at it, it's like kind of on the count of 5. You are. You're looking at other options. And then the 6 of Swords was, that's it. You know, you've made your mind up. Done. Yeah. Off to new, passionate pastures. For pleasure. That's what that shouts out. Well, I picked it up a couple of times when I was reading it. Okay. Travelling for pleasure. Business, but not really pleasure. Divine Feminine. Okay, so the Divine Feminine is a little birdie. So birds and dolphins. I was sitting with the guys watching telly last night. We were watching Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. We've been watching quite a lot. It's amazing how they come in with the stories. Let's not go there, okay? How the hell does Harry Potter sink into it? But the Half-Blood Prince is an awesome one. And I've only kind of watched it the once, so to watch them again, you really see the things. But that's like with everything, isn't it? You watch this reading the first time, if you watch it again, you're going to see so many like sinks just within the one recording, reading. So, but it was like the dragon. Where is he? Sitting on the back of the sofa there. He actually fell on my shoulder. I was next to Meg. I was like, oh my god, this dragon's just jumped onto my shoulder. So, okay. Bottom of the deck. There you go. Divine Masculine. He's kind of leaving the circus. It does remind me of Tommy Cooper, and Tommy Cooper was known for saying, well, being a magician, but just kind of saying, just like that. Happens just like that. Comedian. Okay. I think I mentioned before he died on stage, I believe. I was quite young, but I remember there being like they actually dropped the curtains. I think he had a heart attack on stage. What a way to go. It's all right, guys. You've got a few years left in me. I can imagine. No, don't imagine me dying on camera, okay? Well, what a way to go. If you've lived your life on camera, then, I don't know, see it through to the end. Why am I saying that? Shall we look at the daily guidance from your angels? Let's do it. Oh, look, I'm talking quickly again. Like, all nervous and my eyebrows hurt. Which means I'm being really expressive, like, they really hurt. Or someone's frowning. No, they're not frowning. No, they're raising their eyebrows. Okay. I was just checking, yeah. Look, they keep raising their eyebrows. Stop raising your eyebrows. What are you raising your eyebrows at? I'll ask the cards. What are they raising their eyebrows at, please? Ground yourself. It's nervousness. Listen, when you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. It's like, get out of me then. Let me do it. It's like I want, oh, what was that clicking? Oh, okay, the dragon jumping on my shoulder. It feels like you kind of like, it's not funny, is it? Okay. No, it is quite funny sitting here, actually. No nerves. There's nothing to be nervous about. Guys, I tell you what I am doing on camera, like losing the plot. I need to get grounded. Shit, okay. When you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. It's like we've been speaking about that. The Divine Masculine's got to stop like using other people's vessels or jumping in like to express themselves. You have your own vessel to be able to do that. It's like, stay home. Stay grounded, centered within you. Okay. Oh dear. We're helping you balance the spiritual material so that you can enjoy and fulfilling earthly life. It might be fun, but it is fun. Look, I've been grinning for days. Come on, it is fun. It's good fun. This card is a signal that your energy and attention need to be grounded. If you've been feeling spacey, confused or forgetful, this card speaks to the reason. Ungroundedness means that your attention is directed up too high, as if you're not in your body. A balance is needed between a focus on spirit and a focus on earth. You can ground yourself by walking barefoot on the grass or soil, by eating foods from the ground, like potatoes or carrots, by rubbing your bare feet. Okay, I can do that now. Let me just rub my feet. Rubbing my bare feet. By touching a tree or a plant, I can go out and just quickly ground. That's fine, it won't take me long. By touching a tree or plant, or by visualising roots coming from the bottom of your feet into the earth. Grounding will help you to better concentrate and focus, and will also increase your connection to the angels. Okay, spend time gardening. We'll miss the maintenance guys out there most of the morning. Work with flower essences. Adjust your diet and other lifestyle habits so that they support your mental and physical awareness. Make sure the words you speak or write are practical, grounded and understandable. Look, you have to see it kind of to know what I'm talking about. So if you find yourself like that, you know, okay, what to do. It's like awareness. Make sure the words you speak or write are practical, grounded and understandable. Be down to earth and authentic in your relationships, and send love and light to Mother Earth. Let's do it. I've got a plant here. Let me just... It's all gone calm now. That's how you ground yourself easily. Yeah? Okay. As easy as that. Ready? Should I have another story? So I say breathe. Oh, that's really nice and calm now. Everyday tarot. Very nice and peaceful. That's the way, I like it. Okay. You've got to feel good doing what you're doing. You must take the time to make sure that you feel good doing what you're doing. Alright, let's not go spacey now. Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay, it means the deck's in reverse, but it took me to earlier on. Jasper was on the table quite impatient. And I came downstairs. I'd left him in the kitchen. I came downstairs and there was just like arrows of his hair. Like he'd been pulling his hair out. And it just reminded me of actually the Eight of Wands. So, we are going to read it. It's in reverse. I think we're best. They have a reverse meaning in this book. So, let's have a look. You may be resisting change, trying to stop the flow of energy and movement. This will only make things harder. So let go and be in the flow. If you have been feeling stuck, do things differently. New routines, locations, activities, and get the energy moving again. Right, okay. Let's leave it in reverse. Trying to resist this change here. Got the King of Swords, so definitely the Divine Masculine's energy as the kind of refrigerator fired up. Oh, it's taking me to the affirmator cards because there's a card in there about the refrigerator, and it's like you want to call all the neighbours round and show them like how proud you are. It's like being a loving mother, showing off the work, but you're kind of showing off yourself. Anyway. Oh, you're showing off. Yeah, that will do it. That behaviour will be showing off, yeah. Or giggly when you're showing off. Feel good, don't you? The world, the Divine Feminine. Oh, he's showing off the Divine Feminine? Okay, he's proud. Can't stop talking about her. Yeah, he's speaking very lovingly about the Divine Feminine. He's definitely talking about the history, like good memories. He's sharing them. I feel like someone's poking me in the ribs. This side. And then we've got the Queen of Swords. And it's all going on really, but well, yeah, it's kind of going on behind her back. Definitely. What's going on? It's all these, I've got all call cards here. Alright, we've got a train here. It's a train of thought. It's like, don't lose the train of thought. Okay. When the Divine Feminine's resting. And in the garden. Very interesting. The Divine Masculine's thinking about the Divine Feminine. He's trying to put all the past behind and all that heartache. So he's actually thinking about and talking positively and about the positive experiences and memories that he has. He's sharing them. He could be sharing it with you, Divine Feminine, whilst you're sleeping or connecting with nature. But I felt, first of all, as if he was... I don't know who he's talking, but he's like talking out loud. So, oh, Ed Sheeran, thinking out loud. But he's actually like talking out loud. Thinking out loud, talking. So even if he's talking to himself, or he's actually talking to the Divine Feminine, as if she's there in his 3D space. Okay, more? I'm not sure what to think of that card yet. First of all, it came through that this were not the Divine Feminine off of her feet. It's an idea. It's a brilliant idea, but then, I don't know, I felt as if someone else was like, someone else was in the way of the connection. It's like there's 3 flames here. And it's like one's had their crown knocked off, really. Which makes me feel that the Divine Masculine's free to be with the Divine Feminine. And this has all been taking place while she's been busy working on herself, her business, her pentacles, her life. So it's like the Divine Feminine works really hard for what she has, what she wants, what she desires. And it's the Masculine's been watching. And it's like he's actually really telling people, it's like he's praising the Divine Feminine to other people. He's singing her praises about what a strong, confident woman she is. All in the dark. He holds a lantern for the Divine Feminine. It's like it's his star. Or he's starting to think about speaking out loud about the Divine Feminine. He's very proud of her. Okay. So I believe that this said about really letting go and going with the flow, and I think the words are just going to flow out. Admiration, guys, from the Masculine. He's going towards the 2 of Cups. Now, when I was checking out the cycles of the moon, okay, it was like the first quarter and the last quarter, and it took me to when we saw the bottom of the deck with the Witch's Tarot, and it was a crescent moon. So I feel like it's going to kind of be within maybe the next quarter, because you have the crescent moon here. So it's definitely on the horizon, or it's on the crest, on the cusp, on the crest. The crest kind of takes me to, like, you know, your family name, your coat of arms for your family, a crest. What's symbolic of you and your life, your journey, your name? What does your name stand for? Okay. I've got to try and show you this. Okay, we can do this. Let me show you, because I do not want to channel any more than what I just have with this. But they are only short descriptions in the book, and I'm hoping that will bring us a wicked story to be able to go away with. You'll be able to see what I was saying about this top row. It's like a train going. Chinese whispers was coming up, but careless whisper maybe. Can you see that? Okay. So I'll talk you through them. The only card you really can't see is this one here, isn't it? Okay. Have a look. Oh, bottom of the deck. Can you see that? King of Swords. Let's start with him first. Here we are. You are in your power, ruling from a place of authority. You use your analytical abilities and intellect to assess the situation at hand and make clear decisions based on what you know to be the truth. The world. You have come full circle and are celebrating the successful completion of an important project or phase. As you close one chapter, you open another. Knight of Cups. You are romantic, charming, and in love with love itself. You wear your heart on your sleeve. You thrive on all things beautiful and are inspired by the many creative outlets that are available to you. Queen of Swords. You are determined, resilient, and smart. You think more than you feel. You will not tolerate mistruths or excessive fluff. Instead, you get straight to the point. For this reason, many value your opinion. Queen of Wands. Always the social butterfly. You lead a busy life, making connection with others and putting yourself out there. As you pursue your creative vision, you are confident, courageous, and determined, unafraid to speak up and be heard. Four of Swords. You have reached your first milestone, and now you need to recharge your energy before the next phase begins. Take a break, clear your mind, and meditate. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. You are prepared to put in the hard work now and to reap the rewards later. You know this is a long-term game and you may not see immediate results. You've done what you can, now it is time to wait patiently for the payoff. The Emperor. You are establishing structures and foundations from which your success will grow. You favour stability and certainty over flexibility and change. You have the discipline to see your plans through. Let's look at this Three of Swords. You are feeling hurt and disappointed, taking others' negative words to heart. You feel loss, heartbreak, grief and sorrow. This will pass. Work on releasing the pain and forgiving those who have hurt you. The Tower. What you thought were solid foundations are crashing around you. Destruction and chaos are rampant. Know that these events are happening for you, not to you. New paradigms and opportunities are emerging. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. You leverage your determination, conscientiousness, and attention to detail to get the job done. As you do the same task over and over, you work your way towards mastery of your craft. The Hermit. You are on a path of spiritual knowledge and self-discovery. Retreat from everyday life and create space for introspection. Go within and you'll discover the knowledge and clarity you seek. The underlying energy is the Eight of Cups. It is time to walk away from a disappointing situation or relationship. You wanted it to work, but alas, it hasn't. The only option is to move on with your life. And there's the message. So, let's pull some oracle. I can see Jasper outside now, scratching away. He's in the kind of, it's gone a bit shady, but it's gone a bit shady. But I can see him out there. Having a good think. Let's get a Archangel Oracle card. I feel like we've been on for a long time, and it hasn't been that long. 46 minutes. Okay. Relationship harmony. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. Just feels like you can't really take much more. Your prayers for personal peace have been answered, and you are to be commended for your role in ushering peace into this situation. Visualise everyone involved, including yourself, being cooperative and open-minded, even if particular persons aren't usually this way. Trust the inner guidance you receive, and know that changes are sometimes uncomfortable, but often necessary. Ask me to help with any aspects of relationships that need healing. Know that all relationships ultimately have blessings, growth lessons, and love at their core, even if appearances seem otherwise. Stay focused upon this truth as much as possible. Working with Archangel Regal. Regal's name means friend of God, and his principal role is to create harmony and order in relationships. He has the power to resolve disputes and is often referred to as the Archangel of Justice and Fairness. If you feel you're in a dispute, ask Regal to act as mediator. He'll come up with a creative resolution in which everyone wins. Okay. What's next? A Heal Yourself card. Any cards. It's going to get something to eat. He keeps doing that a lot. He's snacking a lot. Okay. Intuitive guidance to transform your soul. So let's get a card. Procrastination. Card number 8. You need to change your tune and stop putting things off to tomorrow that you can do today. You are being called to action. There have been important tasks that you have delayed. Even if it is something that you don't want to do, like cleaning the house, paying the bills, looking for a job, losing weight, doing your tax, studying, etc. Now is the time to take responsibility and move forward. The point of power is always in the present. This card is showing you that there is an urgency for you to take action. Now, we spoke yesterday about clearing up your space and those things that that we have, and it's been fine, they've been put off for a reason, but it's to know when to follow your gut. There are certain things that you and only you alone can do. If it's to do with like your personal finances and paperwork, your diet, okay, so it's time to really start working on those. Stop procrastinating, especially if it's things you don't want to do at the minute, okay? So the point of power is always in the present. This card is showing you that there is an urgency for you to take action. It's time to really clear your space and be ready. It's like you need to allow that flow of energy. You need to give it space to actually flow around you, your environment. Okay. If you're putting off something that is meaningful to you and doubting whether you can do it, the message is to have courage to face your fears and do what you love. What is the worst thing that can happen? You make a mistake. Even if you do, you will learn. So the action. Make a list of all the tasks you have put off. Make another list of the things you have started and have not completed. Then write a third list of things you would love to do. Then write down what actions you can take today to free your mind and shorten that list. What actions will you take in the next week? Make a grounded, practical plan, and for the next week or two, keep this card close to you and look at it every time you become lazy and delay things you have to do. Okay. No putting off until tomorrow. Things that we can do today. Let's look at the journey of love. Very interesting. Makes me a bit nervous. I felt like you were wondering what I was thinking. And what I'm thinking at the moment, I don't actually want to say out loud because I don't have the clarity on it. So I was thinking something. The spaces between the words, 24. So I'm kind of sitting here contemplating whether or not I want to speak out about what has been going through my mind. But I'm unsure. Or I'm not ready. But it's kind of there. Don't worry, it'll come out if it needs to. I'm not going to hold anything back that's like really important, but there's an uncertainty whether that guidance that I'm being given is accurate. So I'm not sure. It's like I'm just not rushing into speaking that. Hi, Jasper. Are you going to really come over the cards? Come in. I've got to read this card. Would you like to come and sit on my lap? No? Where are you going to sit? Okay. Oh no, don't do that. Please. Look, it looks like the colours you've got. Okay, it's going to go and lay behind the screen. On the chair. When we look for guidance, we often look for words that clarify, reassure and help us find our authentic path through the chaos. Yet there is also guidance in the spaces between the words, between each letter, between all the happenings in our lives, where there is nothing to be said, where there are no lines to be coloured in, where there is just openness. Those are the times when we need to freestyle. We need to do or not do based on what is happening for us right in the moment. Often there is far less to do than we think. Often we don't need to think. There is a space forming around you now. Sometimes when we sense this subconsciously, we feel exhilarated and excited, anxious and nervous, and not even sure why. That's a feeling. There is a sense perhaps that we wouldn't mind having a map of this unknown terrain, or perhaps we are happy to wing it and make it up as we go. Either way, there is space to just be. It is a receiver for the divine presence. If you have a lot of space of unknowing around you now or within you, then just know that there is a lot of divine presence to be received. It can't be explained really. It happens between the words, and yet without it, there wouldn't be any words, any guidance at all. The oracle speaks to you. Enter the space and let go, for your time to receive is upon you. Be blessed. Daybirth. The eastern rise of time, on newborn wings, bursts out across the lifeless crowd and sings its climb to heights unknown, of beauty, warmth and power upon its throne, to fade again in western sky, and only for a moment lie, before it takes its course again, to breathe once more in heart of man. So I feel like I want to delve just a little bit deeper, maybe just for my own clarity, but oracles of shadow and light. Six of Wands. These cards just kind of, it's kind of like remember. About remembering what the cards say. I do feel like it's something that the Divine Masculine will do that will they're going to feel really proud. It's to do with their self-confidence and their self-worth, but let's delve a bit deeper. Okay, it's 12:27. Let's do this. Let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Bees do it, I know. Even educated, please do it, I know. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. Well, we've got three witchy sisters, the power of three. Ghost of the past returns for a time. Sweet memories, and working too hard, angel of time. Oh my. Divination message for all three. Okay. I was just smiling at the memories card. Something that has just happened will happen twice, then three times. Something that has already happened twice will happen one more time. And something that has happened three times is now complete, finished, farewelled finally by the three who are in charge of these strands of fate that repeat in threes till the lesson is learned. You're going to have to make your own sense of this, guys. 42. The ghost. The past returns for a time. Ghost of the past. Old friends, boyfriends, crushes, places and situations, or reminders of them, come up to remind you of either how far you've come or that there's still work to be done in areas you thought were long settled. We all have life themes and we all have challenges and patterns, but the trick is to move through them quickly and to learn from them permanently. These ghosts with masks are here to show you what or who needs an adjustment in your life. A clearing where you make peace with people you feel you may have wronged is in order. None of us is perfect. All of us need to forgive and be forgiven. This is the cause of the indecision you are now facing. The ghosts of the past are haunting you. It's Judgment Day, and you are more powerful than you know. The time for hiding who you are and pretending to be normal and just like everyone else is done. Sweet memories. You may soon be experiencing little reminders of some of the sweetest, most fun and uplifting times in your life, the kind that have no great significance historically, but in the story that is your life, they are pivotal moments. It could be seeing a rainbow, a star shining bright, or a photograph of your father holding you closely in his arms, or receiving the knowledge and sudden realisation that something you did made a large and meaningful difference to someone else's life. You have so many jewels. It's time to shift through the precious moments in memory, and by honouring these and feeling them again, change the present for the better. The magic of your sweet memories will be worked into the present moment, and your current struggle will be momentarily relieved, and that transcendent feeling of being one with all that is will return, giving you the strength to go on and do what must be done. So let's look at this one, as I feel like this one here is, I'm not sure. This one doesn't really kind of flow in. Card number 40, let's have a look. Time for a break from the mechanical, technical work is needed. Please take breaks from electronic devices like computers, cell phones, and even iPods, clocks and watches. It is time to simply rest in nature's embrace. Swim in the ocean, float in a lake, walk in a forest, meditate in a cave. Camping, hiking and gardening would be of most benefit at this time. It's time to unwind the tightly coiled springs and detach from the mechanics of the deadlines and immerse yourself in nature's time and truth. The angel of time tells you to do this now. Okay, so really what we're looking for, like, we're not really going to find it through the cards. We do all need to kind of go away and, you know, at some point today, make sure that you try and find your answers within nature. Like what the next step is, rather than through tarot readings, through trying to kind of find the answer. The answer's going to come to you, but it's going to come to you when you even meditate. And it feels like it's really serious to connect with nature today, guys. The spaces between the words. There is a really strong message that's trying to come through. Okay. Let's end on a Rumi. Oh, okay. It's all cluttered. It's like the mind's too cluttered. Okay, with outside influence. Like, even including myself, like, trying to, it's like I need to kind of just go away and think or feel, sense, quieten myself down. Okay. Perfect example of this video, isn't it? Being really hyper to start with, needing to ground yourself. The right choice. 29. Let's read this. It's the card after enter the garden of the lights, and you'll find the right choice. Stay close to those who love. It doesn't say that. Okay. Can we just, like, behave? Stay close to those who know about the heart. Choose the shade of the tree that is in constant bloom. Okay. You're being guided. Listen to all these words, guys. You're being told what to do, so that you can get to that right choice that you need to make. So stay close to those who know about the heart. Choose the shade of a tree that is in constant bloom. Don't meander aimlessly among the herb sellers and potion vendors. Go directly to the shop that sells nothing but sweets. Don't sit waiting by every boiling pot to have your plate filled. Not every boiling pot is cooking what you want. Not every sugar cane is filled with sugar. Not every down has an up. Not every eye has vision. Not every sea contains pearls. Rumi. Within you, I recognise my most trusted friend. Ah, we go back a long way to before the moments when time began. We knew each other then, even before time was born. So I say, hello, my old and dear friend. So lovely for us to meet again. And I feel how your heart responds with a wave of love, for it is that love that is you, my most trusted friend. On the path of love, there is not so much wrong and right in the moral sense, so much as what is wrong or right for you. The mind cannot help so much here. Only the heart can speak such truths. The mind may reject it, recoil, analyse, and find all the reasons why the simple truth, the right choice of the heart, cannot possibly work and only lead to pain. That is what the mind does rather well, actually. But it doesn't mean the right choice, the heart choice, becomes incorrect. It means rather that the heart has outsmarted the mind, and the mind will need to bow to the heart, even without understanding its sometimes impenetrable mysteries. Or one can choose to stay in inner conflict, fighting against the right choice, but eventually love will prevail, and the way forward must be taken. So can you give up what you have planned, believed, or decided? Let the heart wisdom that silently and constantly broadcasts its pure and true intention into the fertile womb of the universe lead the way instead. It will lead you along the right path, to the right house, where sits the right master for you. He grabs you in a bear hug and gently whispers into your ear, "What took you so long? I've been waiting for you since the day you were born. Now we are together. It is time for us to play." It is said that one man's meat is another man's poison. To base your choices on what others have chosen for themselves may end up killing you. Better to take your risks on the angel of your own heart, wise as that being is, and dance to your own heart rhythm instead. There may be fear if others seem to be dancing different steps, but beloved, you know that is just because every heart has its own unique rhythm, and yours doesn't want to waltz so much as to tango. So why not allow it to be thus without fear or doubt? This oracle comes with a message for you. In your heart you know what holds meaning for you. You may or may not have a grand vision to go along with that meaning as yet, but deep within you know what is without value and what holds value for you. You were born with those values intact in your heart, and whatever confusion has arisen for you along the way is just where the values of others have transfused into your own blood. It is time for a transfusion of holy light into that blood to be cleansed and purified, restored to its integrity, and filled with passion for what is rightfully yours, your unique passion and purpose. If you have been concerned about your path and what steps to take next, this oracle comes as an omen of good things headed your way: clarity, reassurance, truth, and revelation. Don't hold on to a belief system or vision if it appears to be tossed on its head. Let things go the way they will, and good fortune will prevail for you. That vision might actually have been upside down all this time, and suddenly able to right itself and be born for you if allowed to topple. Or perhaps there is a more fulfilling version of your wisdom, of your vision. Let's say that a third time. Or perhaps there is a more fulfilling version of your vision lurking in its remnants, to be scooped up by your soul with its hawk vision and eagle deftness. Trust that if you are being drawn away from a tantalising sweet shop, there is more delicious array of confection just around the corner for you. So yes, have your tantrum if you must, but you will be sheepish soon, when you realise the hand of the great beloved that removes is the same hand that bestows even greater gifts. Sacred honouring ritual. Turn the palms of your hands down towards the earth. Say aloud with gratitude and trust, I release that which is not rightfully mine. Open your hands upwards towards the sky. Say aloud, I give thanks for the grace that is bestowed upon me now, as I accept my rightful divine inheritance. Stand with your hands in prayer at your heart and say aloud, I honour my heart wisdom. May my heart always be my leading light. Show me the way of grace. So be it. You have completed your honouring ritual. Wow. I have to say, really, the initial feeling that come through was for the divine feminines, and like I can put my hand up to this, that had no intentions of reaching out to their masculines. It's like, I think you might have to think twice about that. That makes me really uncomfortable, to be honest with you. That's what the kind of, the shocker was. It was like, is that a wise move? Why would it not be a wise move? Fear. So that's something I've got to go away and have a think about, because that's not what I thought. I'm trying to look for an affirmator, guys. So that's how it affects us. I suppose that you have to ask the question, why not? Boundaries, one. Especially if somebody hasn't got back to you. Like on quite a few occasions. For quite a while now. The wrong time. Causing them trouble. If you get the timing wrong with your message. Lots of things. It's all respect for the masculine. To not cause any more pain and trouble towards him. Just to kind of let him be. So it's hard when you're kind of like, you feel the energy's like, maybe you need to reach out. And it's like, I thought we was leaving it be. No judgment. Joyville. I release myself from any and all judgments. I find my inner critic, call it into my office and tell it to take a vacation. As it leaves the room, I let out a sigh and begin to enjoy the joy of simply being. Who hired that guy anyway? Let's get one more. And there's even the contemplation about not actually putting this video out, and that seems, that's not fair, is it? Because if I go through this and feel this, then somebody who's watching must do as well. Otherwise the reading wouldn't be like going out as a collective. So it's just kind of like we have to discuss these topics that we'd rather not, like kind of delve into and think about. Authenticity. Authenticity is the name of the game. Whatever comes up, I will feel it. Whatever needs to be said, I will say it. Whoever doesn't get it doesn't have to get it. But at least they know it because I've said it. And that's way better than leaving a passive-aggressive note about it. I spoke at the beginning about you never know kind of what way to go in. I think my last communication was quite aggressive. Just as in, it was to do with the coronavirus. And it was just a reminder to take care of himself and just to be positive. But how I worded it, it might not have been the right time. Like, that's the way that I was drawn to reach out, though. And it's like kind of, you start questioning whether or not your approach was like wrong. One more. A sanctuary. Yeah, I think maybe just go and have a long think about it. Good for you. It seems you've earned some time away from the chaos of life. It could be as small as a bubble bath or as big as a trip. Or maybe it's a small trip to a big bubble bath, or a normal sized trip to a tiny bubble bath. Or maybe you tripped and fell in someone's bath. Whatever it is, it's waiting for you with open arms. Just pick your favourite sanctuary and unplug for a bit, especially if a bath is involved. I think pick your favourite sanctuary, unplug for a bit. It might be a time to actually speak to your masculine energetically, maybe. If it's not kind of good to just, pick up the phone and ring. I mean, that would be ideal if you could just actually, press that call button rather than sitting and actually trying to work out a message. But in some cases, I mean, that feels, I wouldn't do that. That's like crossing boundaries, like seriously. But then there's kind of joy feel with no judgment. So it's like no one really wants a relationship where you can't just pick up the phone and call your best buddy, your divine lover. Abundance. Congratulations, it seems you're due for an infinitely big piece of abundance pie. Feel like you don't deserve it? Knock it off. It's already plated and ready to hit your table. Reluctant to take it? Shut your hole. Abundance pie is big enough to serve everyone. So get your whipped cream ready, unless you're lactose intolerant, and enjoy your well-deserved metaphysical desserts. Bonus card. So I'm going to have to leave it on that note. For now. So much love. Take care. And I'll catch up with you guys soon. Okay. 1 hour, 17 minutes. Okay, guys. Bye for now.